What's up with everybody, man? I'm your host, Ivy, and you're sparking up with Bands and Weed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notifications button, man. So we got Stunnaman02 outside with us.
We still winning.
Yeah,
you know,
and
DJ West Coast rocking.
West Coast.
West Coast.
Keeping it lit.
Yeah. How y'all doing today, man?
Better than ever, only getting better. What's better than better?
Right? God is good.
Wait, what's better than better?
I don't know.
That's me. Whatever we figure out what that is, I'm better than that.
Come on, I feel
but
that.
You're right. God is good.
God is good. He's amazing,
How you
man.
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Life this year has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. You're right. Hell yeah, man. We've been doing everything, bro. As far as like,
Bro, wait, she didn't ask all that. She said, "How you feeling, brother?"
I'm telling her how I feel.
Okay. My bad.
Telling her
Don't
exactly how I
beat me
feel.
up. Hey, West Coast just punched somebody in the mouth before we got here. They was bleeding the hell of shit. I was like, bro, off a jab? Damn.
Nah, I mean,
Come on,
I'm expressing the blessings, man. That's why I feel great.
That's why though I was
real blessed.
I'm being hesitant, cautious because I just seen him jab somebody and he start leaking. How you feeling?
I feel good, man. I'm alive. I woke up today.
That's dope.
You know, a lot of people ain't wake up today, so
Nah, that's
you
facts.
know,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I'm
Gotta be
here.
appreciative.
Exactly, every day, man. Give thanks.
Can I ask you a random question before we
Yeah.
get into it?
Yeah.
So I'm tapping into other dimensions and I'm seeing like Marvel does that. I'm seeing like some of my favorite shows like Invincible do that. If you had to describe yourself in another dimension, the best version of yourself, what do you look and feel like?
I look like a dolphin.
Ooh, that's clean.
Yeah, I look like a dolphin, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel enchanting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why. Cause when I see a dolphin, they just look very happy all the time.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my favorite animal. You know, they just look beautiful. So I feel like that's what I would be.
Well, you look like a dolphin to me, so that's crazy. You said.
Right?
Yeah, that's not crazy. It's like it's crazy you described that
Mm-hmm.
because when you was describing that, I'm like, you already look like a dolphin.
Right? Come on, man.
Yeah, so that's
I guess I'm a dolphin then.
You are.
You know?
Energy, man.
Yeah, that energy,
People
man.
person.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Energy is currency. We've been through this.
Right?
Saying equals MC squared. That's what Albert Einstein was talking about, right?
I love that. I already like you.
I like you more.
Yeah.
It's love.
I
It's
love
mutual.
this. Yeah, I love this energy.
I wish
Okay.
I had tattoos on my knuckles. All I got is bruises.
No, you don't. No, you don't. It hurts.
It remind me of what's that called? Do the Right Thing.
It definitely is. Love, hate, Radio Raheem.
That's raw.
Oh, that's crazy. You know that nobody ever knows.
Nah, come on, that's the fight of life. The
Right.
fight of life is, even though, you know, the opposite of love, I would not say is hate, is more so insecurity, and the opposite of hate is more so indifference. A beautiful lady named Erica Steele taught me that. And in that, you know, I don't think they're opposing. I think they work together and sometimes to elevate what's going on. Sometimes you got to push through with both.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't necessarily come from a place of hate because I don't necessarily have that, but when it's love, if it's not love, it's more so indifference when it's opposing.
Right.
Because if you make me feel indifferent, I'm leading with love. That, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you know southpaw, you know boxing, my jab is love. I'm tapping you with love. You
Right.
feel me? But if I got to show you this indifference, it's going to hurt. You know what I mean? So I think it's a very interesting concept, and I love the whole concept that's around. And then on top of that, I think it shows balance too, that the necessary balance of life. And I wouldn't say it's a reminder more than it is branding yourself, because sometimes you need hate in life. Not from you, but you need a motherfucker hating on you. Boy, you know what inspired me the most? That make me get up? That make me tell a bitch nigga to eat a salad?
Come on.
Bruh, when I wake up and I know it's some motherfucker that's out there that, like, I'm unprovoked, I'm spreading love, and I know you don't like me. I know you don't like the fact that we are helping West Coast push past the bullshit that is the status quo of the Bay Area ecosystem in music and entertainment.
Right.
And you see a nigga like me that's mobbing, that be outside, having women, player, college educated, pushing the envelope, respecting women, and making sure the community feel and the family is right, helping another fellow brother that I see can be successful, but not just successful, but has the potential to be equal to or better than me. You feel me? In his own way. So, like, I know motherfuckers hate that, because when you see me and you had the position to be able to do that, you didn't want to, or you was trying to drain and suck the life from me.
Right.
And that can be anybody. That's they, them. When I say bitch nigga, it's they, them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I went on a rant.
No,
you
no,
feel me? You know what I'm
talk.
saying? You gotta
I
go on a
love
rant
it.
sometimes.
I love it. No, and when you say respecting women, I feel that energy, and I love that because, you know, the black woman is the most hated person in the world. It feels like, you know what I'm saying? We always getting put down. We all, you know what I'm saying? It's a struggle every day to be a black woman. So if you would say you respect women, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that.
It comes from a place, you know, I was raised by women, always been around women. I love being around women in a platonic sense. I love being around women in a sense of where you may be feeling me. I just like being around that feminine energy. I like being around that. Right. And, you know, in order to see the full spectrum of it, I had my times as an adolescent where I might not have always respected women as much as I should. Right. So just speaking now is an evolved version of myself. And, like, you know how somebody may have been to jail, and I'm doing this as an analogy that represents it. Some people may have been to prison and they talk about prison. Some people have never been to prison, they talk about prison. I can talk about the prison of disrespecting women because I thought that is how I grew up in a portion of that in my life. So I experienced like, damn, why are you unprovokingly calling this young lady a bitch? Right. Why are you unprovokingly minimizing her because she's a woman? And I went through that as an adolescent. I feel like some point when you're growing up as a man and you're learning about your masculine energy, there is a piece of a misogyny that you attach yourself into, especially coming from San Francisco, Fillmore, where most of the men you see are womanizers, not in a negative connotation, just in a connotation of being a womanizer, meaning you're trying to please and make a woman feel good in whatever way you can. That can be a manipulation, that can be a stimulation, but I'm saying it from a place of where like you're just learning your power of how you interact with women. Right. And being in that, I can speak from a place of why we need to respect women and why women are important outside of just for the fact that they could possibly make us bust a nut or they can possibly they can serve us. Right. I can speak from the fact that majority of Fortune 500 companies are led by or have some involvement and ran by women, specifically black women. And shout out to Drew Banger for inviting me and leading me to the podcast event that he did at Empire. Shout out to Clayton William and everybody who invited me there, and seeing how Spotify, the back end, as a lot of it is ran by black women, and most of this music shit, most of this entertainment stuff, the shit that's getting done is getting ran by black women. So I feel like it's a piece of people having insecurity because when they see the black man, of course you're intimidated. Of course you're like, fuck. But then you see the woman who is equal to or better than our counterpart, one that's like, wow, you have this energy, you might have more obstacles, you might not even have as much as we have, but you're still, like, you think outside the box, you're doing better. Like, of course they gonna wanna hate, cause y'all great, you know what I'm saying? So I had to speak from that place of my understanding, so to connect to the people who may be in a place to where you're unnecessarily disrespecting these women. Right. You know what I mean? I've been there before. I've been a 14-year-old kid running through the streets of San Francisco thinking it was cool to disrespect a girl because all my friends is doing it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or I'm the bad kid because I'm from here and I'm outside. And bruh, at the end of the day, you live your life and you get to pick your journey. But when you become conscious of how you're supposed to move, there's a way you can elicit that feeling that you want from a woman, that gratification, or even just that respect that you want from a woman by using different methods. You know what I mean? So, the rant number 2, you feel me?
I love
rant
you.
number 2, I love you more.
Come on, man.
I'm going on these rants.
It's okay. I love when people talk because I love talking myself.
I love to listen too, but
yes, yeah.
But this is about me and West Coast.
Exactly.
It's about still winning.
Exactly.
So we
winning,
gonna
man.
talk our shit.
No, for sure.
I apologize too earlier if I cut you off when you was getting into it.
What you talking about?
Don't beat me up, please, bro. I seen West Coast. You see his muscles? West Coast, feel me? He went for 315 to 210, getting on shit, boxing.
Salad.
I seen him break somebody's eye socket, bro. I was like, oh my god. So you DJ, produce, engineer, rap, and you breaking people's eye sockets?
This nigga always been buff as fuck anyway.
Man,
in high school, this nigga was always.
I remember we was walking. Man, we was walking somewhere and I had ran into him and did like this jokingly. Then he did it back to me. I done flew all over here. I'm like, whoa, I'm out of frame? What the heck? Strong ass motherfucker, bro. But that's dope because I know, like, man, I wish I had a Stunnaman02 when I was 20 something years old. Cause I feel like he's already great. But you needed, like, Steph Curry needed a Mark Jackson to tell him, motherfucker, you a bad motherfucker, shoot that bitch. You feel me? I feel like West Coast, I need a West Coast to keep me fresh, to keep me know what's going on, keep my ear to the vibration. He keep me youthful and being on point. And then I feel like whatever question he got, I'm able to help him. Like, I'll be like, bruh, I'm trying to figure out how to get my abs cut up right here. Oh, yeah, eat that spinach or that kale. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
shit dope.
And the cool part about it is that he was telling the truth, bro. It's like when you change what you eat, your whole life changes as well. What you put in your body and stuff like that. Like we unknowingly be killing ourselves just based off of what we're surrounded by in our communities. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the food, every corner that we have in the neighborhood got a liquor store or gas stations, and ain't nothing healthy in there. Everything in there is fried or processed weird or it's not natural food, and that's all we're surrounded by. So you literally gotta go out your way to find healthy stuff that keeps us living for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because it felt like when I switched from just eating honey, I used to.
Come on,
I was
man.
a honey bun king.
Yeah.
Honey buns, bro.
Everybody name their dessert. What's your dessert? What's your dessert?
Ooh, Stunnaman02.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah.
What about you? Chocolate. Chocolate. You can't lose. Ooh, Cinnabon.
And the chips, but
I'm
no, it's like think about it, like I feel like even like with the youth in our communities, like we really got to change that up because we be surrounded by all unhealthy stuff. Like when we was in high school, the thing that was down the street from our house was, and this is no shade to them, but 7-Eleven. The 7-Eleven, everything in there is fried. Everything in there is the Slurpees and stuff, bro. That's straight syrup and ice, bro. That we drinking at the boat at the bolo, and we was getting everything like that. That's why we was all morbidly obese, off sugar highs and stuff. Probably couldn't concentrate. It's like when you put healthier stuff in your body, even your mind is like able to work better and stuff like that. When you eating lean and green, all of that. You feel me? So I feel like, it's like, bro, when you start eating healthier, that's when your life start changing for real.
Yeah, we live in breathing organisms, and if we were to put that in a conceptual or a contextual form, we got to understand, like, we're systems. Everything is a system. We're in an ecosystem right now. This is a ecological system that operates in a certain way. You have a food chain. This beef that we eat has to eat grass, but that's an herbivore eating something so we can eat it. So I'm saying that to say, like, if you want your system to run the best, why not put the best quality fuel into your system? Right. If you're a luxury car, you're not putting the lowest grade of gas in there.
It's like putting cheap fuel in a Benz.
So I want to say this, of course we got the Eat a Salad movement rocking, and that's to encourage not just everybody to eat healthy, but specifically targeted towards the youth. We had to get everybody's attention with the bitch nigga. That was the Trojan horse of it, but the whole movement of that is to encourage people to eat healthy. And one thing I want to promote, even though they're not paying me for this, one of our managers, Nate, he actually put me on with this. If you're not familiar with who Boogie is, Boogie Ellis, he's the person who hit me and told me to go around San Francisco doing the Big Steppin' Dance. He's the person who is an innovator within the still winning camp, but he put me on with this app called Yucca. Yucca, of course, is, that's a whole bunch of things. Eukaryotic cell defines what's good for you. Yucca is a type of carrot-based plant that helps with your immune system and a whole bunch of beneficial functionalities. Get this app Yucca. I'm telling you to get this app Yucca because you can scan barcodes for when you go to a 7-Eleven, and it'll tell you how good something is for you. And it's like, I feel like right now it's like, the difference between please. The difference between our communities and other communities is the information. We're not, of course, resources are always gonna be skewed. Any way we want to say it, there's always gonna be a skew on resources. But one thing you can acquire that is not based on somebody else's giving it to you or how debilitated you may be or an environmental standard is your information. So now before you could say that, because when it was hardcover and when it was only things you can touch tangibly that could give you like scripts or books that you could get information from or word of mouth, oral tradition, it's only accessible from your environment, your resources. But now majority of everybody has internet and a smartphone. We could utilize and look up the information. So I want to give that information because at the end of the day, we understand food is the medicine. We use apps like this when we get in places that may be a food desert where they don't have a Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, a proper place to at least, if you're not growing your own food, to buy the necessary things for our nourishment. man, utilize.
Produce.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you go into a place with no produce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I just want to put that out there, man, because that is a bigger part of our movement, a part of the still winning movement, a part of the still winning life. It is being your best self. And how do you get there? You got to put the right fuel into yourself. And a lot of people, when they ask me like, oh, I want to get in shape or I want to get my fitness level up, they say, when do I start working out? And I be like, pump the brakes, because it's not about always working out. It's about first. Yeah, 80%, 90% of how your body looks is what you eat. And that's also, people say it's the hardest. Yeah, you got to be disciplined, you know what I'm saying? But it's also the easiest thing to change, because when you work out, you have to insert that into your schedule. Right. When you're eating, you're going to eat regardless. It's now about a decision what you finna eat. Are you going to go eat this cheeseburger, this double cheeseburger with bacon on it with the extra sauce? Or I know it sounds good. Or are you going to say, okay, I'm going to go eat these greens with this lean meat, or if I choose to be vegan, this vegan stuff that make me feel good and X, Y, and Z, because I know it's more sustainable and going to make me feel better. It's one choice at a time. That's it. You don't have to be perfect. You know what I mean? You
got to describe that feeling to them, though, because a lot of people probably don't. The actual feeling when you say I'm eating healthy and I feel good.
Excellent question.
Because a lot of people don't understand that actual feeling is like, for me, because I'm still a little bit new to the diet. You feel me? But when I got on the diet and you eat a certain thing, I still have energy to finish whatever task I got to do throughout the day. Like, it's certain things that you eat. Like, for instance, if I decide to go to McDonald's or I decide to go to Burger King and I go get that double burger, and more than likely I'm going to hit the blunt.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm going to bed.
Okay.
The rest of my day is done.
Yeah,
the productivity is over with. I'm taking my food. I'm going home. I'm finna light that blunt. I'm finna lay it down.
Or you operating with because you feel tired, you operated with a sluggish mood, or you're not necessarily
or you don't feel like you it's heavy. It's all right here. But when you like eat salad, drink a lot of water, or you eat something that's healthy.
Greens.
You eat something that's healthy, and it's like you still have energy throughout the day. It's like you kind of got to eat to just not be hungry no more and continue your day. A lot of people eat because they're trying to feel a craving, or they're trying to
eat for satisfaction.
Eat for satisfaction.
My homie from Central Street, Fillmore, his name Jess, when he got out of jail, he told me, I used to take him to work out. He was like, man, this shit right here, being in shape, having a nice body, that shit better than jewelry, because the feeling that you get from putting on jewelry is the feeling that you get from being in shape. And I didn't understand that until I went to Tulum, Mexico, 2021, before Big Steppin' came out. Right after we had dropped the I Gotta Feel It project. I wouldn't say before it came out, because it dropped January 15th, 2021. Go listen to the I Gotta Feel It project. You feel me? We going up. We still plugging it. We still winning. But come on, always, never stop. But thank you for saying that. I love that. But when I went at the end of January, I was running the beach and I had my shirt off, and I'm in Tulum. I had been working out. I did a lot of self-work at this time. I was doing very well in my life. I just met my dad, so a lot of my childhood trauma was healed. I've been working out to the point where I had finally got abs. I never had abs before in my life until this point. I'm eating hella healthy, and I'm running on a beach, and this beautiful woman from Chicago. I'm talking about skin, glowing, body on point. I'm telling you, she's yelling, chasing me as I'm running on the beach. And this is not the first time I'm saying this to the people, because I'm saying the being in shape.
Nah, say that shit.
So yeah, she's running, chasing me. Shout out to her. I end up finding out she played in the lingerie league. She ended up being a cool young lady. I never really followed up with her, but definitely a cool moment to share with the people. She ended up chasing me and was like, oh, I gotta get your number. I gotta talk to you. Like, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. And she's super attractive. The same way jewelry attracts a certain type of person is the same way me being in shape, I attracted this high value woman who is on point. She's an athlete, like doing well stuff in her life, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm telling all the young people, just people in general, like a lot of the things that we may want to skip a step to go get so we can attract a certain thing, you're gonna attract the wrong thing. You feel me? You don't want to necessarily put that target on. I call it peacocking. There's certain things you don't want to put on you. Now, I'm not telling you not to go buy that fly car. I'm not telling you not to go get that fancy grill. What I'm saying is that same feeling that you would get from an external force, you can get internally that seeps out of you by not only doing the self-work, but by putting your nutrition first and working out. And that's why I say having a nice body, being in shape, eating healthy, working out consistently is worth. It feel like you got jewelry on. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
It's more or less like this. It's like if you could be the nigga without it, you feel me? When you got the shit, you feel me?
That boy spinning
I'm saying it's the truth though. That's the hood terms for what this intelligent
Hood
motherfucker
trophy.
just said. You
Yeah,
hear me? I'm saying?
come on, bro.
It's just
you
like
can call me a nigga, king,
you gotta
God,
be the,
we all of that.
You gotta be the nigga without the shit. That way, when you actually put that shit on,
Oh my
you
God.
2 times more. You don't rely on the material.
When you put
You
that
just-
chain on,
You be that nigga internally.
When you put the
externally.
chain on, it's
Yeah.
already raw.
Yeah.
But when you put the chain on, and you got the abs sitting, and you got the
hit
muscles, then you put the teeth on, the earrings, you got the glasses on. It's like, woo! That shit look like Shaka Zulu just popped out. You feel me?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Shaka Zulu.
Come on, man. Come on. That's how we mobbing. You know what I'm saying? Positively
King
too.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so what about those people that feel like they can't afford to eat healthy? A lot of
That's-
people say that.
That's a very good point. And
cap. It's cap.
Tell me why it's cap.
You wanna know why it's cat?
Why?
Because you feel me, bro. I'm 22, 23, you feel me, and living regular life just like everybody else in the Bay, bro. The shit costs about the same. It's just what you decide you want to do. We go to these stores and it's like I think we put the value on what the actual item is. Like for instance, like I seen some strawberries for $8. There's no reason that strawberries should be $8 fucking dollars. You feel me? But it's the amount of food that you get. Like if I could spend $40 at Sprout, and if I eating healthy, I could eat for 2-3 days. You feel me? $40 at Sprout or $50 at Trader Joe's, I can eat for 2-3 days, but that's because I'm actually on my diet. You feel me?
You're not overeating. You're not eating snacks. You're not doing something.
Bro, I'm spending $30-$40 at one night at the club. Easy, just
A
eating
drink, that's 2
a
or 3
drink
drinks,
or whatever
you know what I'm
food
saying?
they
Get
got
some
there.
wings.
Drink alone.
The drink
Yeah.
alone. We live in the Bay.
Yeah.
Somebody told me. I was talking to this dude from New York. He had locks, and he was like, "Man, you got somewhere to get your hair done?" I'm like, "Yeah." How much they charge? I was like, 2, 3, maybe 4 if I do a good tip. And it's like, damn, like I'm looking for 80. In Brooklyn, I get my hair done for $80, the same quality. So I'm like, the price of living in California is a lot different than West Coast.
It costs more to feed that craving, bro.
Exactly,
I'm gonna
so-
keep it a buck. Bruh, McDonald's, Jack in the Box. I'm just naming the shit that's around everyone. McDonald's, Jack in the Box, bro. That shit costs $20-$30 by yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you getting a meal or like if you eating with somebody, it's even worse, bro. We spending up in there unless you're using the app or
Right.
something like that.
Unless you're using
Unless
the
you're
app.
using the app, man.
I
You
do
feel me?
I do want to acknowledge the people who feel like eating healthy is unaffordable, because I wouldn't say you're not wrong. In certain situations, if you go buy this cheeseburger or this bag of chips, and it may be $3 to $5 versus you going to buy this
Almost $2, bro. Ain't no
Well,
excuse.
let me finish, brother.
Almost $2, bro.
Okay, but what if they got like 10 kids?
Let me tell you,
They got
I'm about to talk about it, and I'm gonna
yeah,
talk
put it
about
in.
it in the same way. Like, if you in the streets and you in the streets out there, and you maybe this is a concept called opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the cost of the opportunity more expensive than another option. So when in opportunity cost, when it's eating healthy, okay, yeah, you might be able to feed your 10 kids off this $100 with these unhealthy foods that may have high fructose corn syrup, sugar, dyes, parabens, anything that's negatively affecting your body, and it may be cheaper, but what are the long-term ramifications that affect your body? And what I mean by that is, okay, for the short term, you may be able to get it done and be full, but how are you gonna feel in a year? How are you gonna feel in 6 months? How are you gonna feel in a month? How are you gonna feel in a week? How are you gonna feel 6 hours later? Because I know when I eat that fast food, in the moment I feel good, but in an hour, bro, my stomach hurting, I don't want to do nothing, I gotta take a nap. Now, opportunity cost is you're putting the low. You're a high grade vehicle. You're a high luxury car. That's what you are. It's like, and I'm gonna take it on another one. You are a private jet. Put in 89. What's the lowest gas you could put in there? 89, right?
Yeah.
Like
87 or something like that. That's you put in that, brother. Fuel don't even compute. So that's why a lot of times I grew up with chronic eczema, and one of my things that I dealt with was inflammation and a whole bunch of stuff like that. As you can see, nigga, glowing, growing. See, we out here. I did that just for motivational purposes only, but you see my skin is smooth. Why is my skin smooth? Because I'm not putting the wrong things into my body that may elicit a reaction. That my body, a lot of times, when we have allergic reactions or negative reactions, an allergic reaction sometimes is inflammation and it's also weight gain. I went through that. I know what that feels like. Sometimes an allergic reaction is your skin not being smooth. I've been through that. I know we both been through a situation where you done been big and it's hard and you love eating and all of this stuff, and being big is not even bad. I'm not even gonna say it like that, because you can be big and healthy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I know for me, when my skin is not right and all of this stuff, how I gotta change my diet. So back to the opportunity cost, yeah, you may have been able to afford this food that's not good for you, but the long-term ramifications is gonna tear you up, and you're gonna have these things. It's different to where if you gotta pay this 100 and then you only gonna have a lifespan of 50 years because you have all these different diseases that usually are caused by mucus and all these different breakdowns, versus, okay, yeah, I had to spend 200, or that 100 only got me this, and I have to still feed my 10 kids, but now my 10 kids are a lot healthier, they feel a lot better, and their health is a lot better. So now my 10 kids can go wherever they're going when they leave outside, and they can go into life as a better person. So not only can they think better and process better, because at the end of the day, that's a whole nother conversation of what schooling is trying to do. It's trying to reduce your thoughts rather than allow you to be a free thinker. They can go out here and navigate the world to a capacity that will allow them to be able to say, okay, I can comprehend the fact that we live in this situation where we might not have enough to eat healthier. So how do I create better situations so I can sustain this health ability, or this I just made a word up, health ability. Oh, that's wrong. Health ability. But to sustain this foundation, and the most important part is you have the foundation. I know when I started eating healthy, I had to tear it all down. I had to literally unlearn my eating habits and then go start from scratch. Like literally I had to stop eating what I was eating, figure out, look up why do these make you feel bad? Why is sugar almost as worse as cocaine?
Right.
Well, all of this different. I had to learn that. I used to eat sugar every day.
I was addiction.
I was a sugar head. You feel me? You know they got crackheads. I was a sugar head. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying that to say, like, and then when I compare that to being in the streets, I'm never gonna tell you like, okay, your decisions in life are bad because I don't know your situation. I'm not gonna judge you in life. I'm gonna just tell you my perception and how I'm living. If you in the streets, like the same way opportunity cost is, yeah, you may say you make $1 million in the streets, but if you got a normal job, you can make, I'll say 100K. Say you make 100K in the streets a year, but if you had a normal job, you made 50K. What if the risk that you're taking might put you in jail for 10 years? So now if you go in jail for 10 years where you're making like less than 10 cents an hour, now compute that 10 cents an hour and you get a 10-year sentence from taking a risk for 100K. You in 10 years, you made $1 from being in, 10 cents, let's say 10 cents a year. You made $1 after being in 10 years in jail. Of course, these are not accurate numbers. Now, if you would have took that option to go get that 50K a year, that's $500,000 that you would have made if you sustained that job. The opportunity cost, the risk is much more than the reward. So I'm not telling nobody to not live a certain lifestyle. I'm not telling you to be like, oh, don't do this. I'm telling you, this is the life I chose, and I still have a lot of the things that people saying they're taking these risks for. Oh, you saying you're hungry, so you ate that bag of chips? Oh, I went to go eat this kale raw, pause, and I still feel sustained. I feel good, and the women come in and hang out with me, and
Right.
my skin is smooth, and we going to do this and that. You know what I'm saying? We may be from the same place. I'm from the hood just like you. I'm from the same place, single parent household. I just met my dad. West Coast, can I tell your business? West Coast come from a situation in foster care. Being in a situation, can I go deeper? A situation where his family, he had family members that was on drugs. You know what I'm saying? His mom was on drugs. You feel me? We come from literally, we don't come from the bottom. We come from under that shit. You know what I'm saying? Coming from, my grandma be a crack addiction. My uncle died from a overdosing on fentanyl. We come from all of this. I seen everything. I come from walking outside my house and this nigga selling crack. I come from, you gotta drop me off a block away from my house because the murder rate on my, not in the city, on my specific street is so high that people scared to take me there. I come from before the projects was, I come from 3 generations of projects on my specific street, Page Street, Hayden Webster. I was there when they had the actual projects. I was there when they tore them down and made them townhouses. I was there when they gentrified the shit and revamped it and start moving white people in. So when you try to say, oh, I can't do that, okay, that's you. But I'm telling you, I'm a product of all of this, all of these things that create statistics for people who look like us, and I was able to overachieve and make it out. I was able to still go. I'm not gonna tell you it's easy, because there's a lot of elements built against us. Of course I had a great mother, of course I had a great support system, shout out to my mom and grandma. Of course the block looked out for me, they made sure I was on point. But what I'm telling you is, it's your decision to make that step. It's your decision to go get more out of life. I was telling him this on the way here, and same thing, the first question I asked you, like, I have to look at myself at being in a different dimension when shit get hard, when shit get tough. I have to look at it and say, who am I? What's the best version of myself in another dimension? Who am I? How do I bring these here to my current reality? And you gotta say that to yourself. So don't make excuses. It's people who had it worse than me doing better than me, but it's also, we not even gonna compare. Cause why?
Comparison is the thief of all joy.
Come on, this nigga a genius, man. Do you see a king in front of you? And I thank you for allowing me the ability to share your story, because I know it's personal to you, but that's a lot of people have been through that story. A lot of people have been through that.
I mean, just as long as it's helping the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't got too much to hide. You know what I'm saying? I do my thing. You feel me? So,
get that run there. We see you, baby. Make sure you go eat a salad too. Show fine ass, girl. No, I'm just playing.
Leave people alone.
I'm sorry to cut you.
Nah, you good. Nah, that's the truth though. Just as long as the path that I'm going down can help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it is what
going up.
It is.
You ain't going up. You know what I'm saying? Going up. But yeah, I went on that's rant number 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm counting my rants.
Hey, it's already, look, keep going.
Nah, for sure. But I just had to share that, because I feel like a lot of times, we have situations where we come from a starting point and the finish line seems so far from where we actually want to be. And sometimes we're thinking about, I just want to get to the finish line, but we're not saying, okay, do I want to go down this route or go down that route? And you know what I'm saying? And also, a lot of times you got to pat yourself on the back. And that's why I say comparison is a thief of all joy, because if you saying like, oh, damn, I'm looking at this, white kid from the suburbs living his best night. No shade to the white people, but you looking at this person and like, wow, they are doing music and they're able to just instantly take it to this level. You can't compare yourself, because you got to think your journey to get to where you at. I never compare myself to nobody else, because I know I'm the only Stunnaman02. I'm the only Jordan Gomes, and what I've done, where I've started from, I'm always proud of myself, and that makes me want to keep going no matter what happens. With this music shit, you're gonna go broke. With this music, you're gonna go broke, but you can't break. With this music shit, you're gonna have no money, but you can't always think, oh, you're gonna be stuck here with no money. With this music shit, you're gonna be in isolation. You're gonna have lone time. It's gonna be lonely. With this music shit, you're gonna have time where nobody fucking with you. You might not get no likes on a post, nothing. But also on the other side of it, you're gonna have times where you feel recharged and amazing. Like, you're gonna get an experience that you never got before, where you feel healthy and healed. You're gonna have times where you can't believe that you just got paid the amount to do this. You're gonna have experiences where everybody wants to be around you. It's so fulfilling. That's just with music. But in your particular craft, as long as you leading with a purpose and intention, you're gonna feel the maximization of that if you maximize your opportunities and what you're doing. Just don't quit, don't give up, even when you don't feel like it. Even high energy Stunnaman02 has times where he has to be down, where he like, damn, am I really this? Imposter syndrome. I have times where I have morbid dependency, meaning I know this person is down, but I love them so much and I'm gonna help them out even though they may be manipulating me, because I have this love for them. That's morbid dependency, giving love to a person who may be down and you want to help them out. And it's like I go through stuff like that, but you gotta learn, okay, pick yourself up and keep pushing. You know what I mean? If you feel depressed, figure out your coping mechanisms, things that make you feel good. If you need to go out and have fun, you need to go have a drink once in a while, you need to work out, anything that's sustainable life in your life, eating healthy, whatever it is, in moderation, figure out how do you navigate life like that. Also, after you get to a place where you feel overextended, learn the art of saying no. Learn the art of saying, okay, I love you, but you're taking advantage of me. I can't be around you no more. Learn the art of, and he be reminding me a lot, getting out of your environment so you can grow. You know what I mean? You got to get out of here so your mind can expand, so you could go to another level, so you could see possibilities that you never thought was real or achievable.
Bro, life is like driving a car though, bro. It's like, you feel me? You gotta stay in your lane. You dig what I'm saying? And just because you merge in the lane with another car every now and again, and y'all driving in the same lane, don't mean that y'all gonna stay in the same lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more or less like you really gotta just be here. You gotta focus on staying in what you got
doing?
going on.
Yeah.
Because if you try to merge in everybody else's lane, that's how accidents happen.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? So just staying centered and just being your best self. You feel me? Not
Hell
necessarily worried about what the next person thinks of you or worried about what the next person gonna say. It's like, no, I'm doing this particular thing, and we ain't even just talking about music shit. This can be anything. I'm doing this
DJing,
particular thing,
selling drugs
because I love doing it. You feel me? Because I love doing it. I'm gonna be the best at what I do to go to that next level. Not because, in respect, not because Stunnaman02 think it's raw, or not because Vans and Weed think it's raw. It's because I'm DJ West Coast, and I want to be better than I was last year. I'm gonna do this thing and be on my journey because I want to be better for myself, not because it's gonna impress him, not because it's gonna impress her or that person. And then when you walk in a room like that and you own your own purpose and your own journey, Brad, everybody else see it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's not about trying to impress people. You feel me? You just be the raw as you can be, and then it's undeniable from there. Just staying in your lane.
That is confidence, essentially. You describe confidence. Confidence is not going into a room and making everybody like you. Confidence is, regardless how everybody feel about me, I still have a high value and a high opinion of myself because I know what I do. And even to add on to what you're saying, like sometimes you might want to switch a lane, but you sometimes traffic builds up and you got to switch lanes if you have the ability to. I make music, but sometimes I like acting. I don't have to, my stuff don't got to be contingent. You got to pay attention to what the other cars is. But if it's somebody right here, I'm not finna say, oh, I'm in my lane, let me just merge right here. You're going to cause an accident.
Right.
And most importantly, not only hurting other people, you're going to hurt yourself.
Right.
So when you're on your own lane, man, if you're going to change lanes, navigate. If you have the ability to change lanes, but go at your own speed.
Man, don't nobody drive your car like you, bruh.
Right.
Type, you feel me?
Right.
Don't nobody drive your car like you in your lane. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta stay just moving forward. I'm not worried about what nobody else is doing at the moment. You feel me? I'm on West Coast time. I'm on still winning time.
Yeah.
And you gotta stay focused and stay. And when I was talking about staying on lane, I was talking about in the comparison aspect.
Yeah,
when people be trying to compare themselves to other people, you worried about how far down the street the next person is. Like, man, I ain't even worried about that.
Your
If
journey
you
is your journey.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm doing.
If you're watching
I'm
this
doing
right
me.
now, go buy a beat from West Coast for $10,000.
Yes,
also,
please.
go to the Still Winning LLC.
It's 20. It's 20.
$30,000 so I can get it. And then so West Coast could feel fun about giving me a percentage of that, even though I ain't really tripping off that.
You say you want a percentage?
You don't gotta give me that.
It's 50. It's 50.
Yeah, 50 bands. Go buy a beat from them for 50 bands, and then while you there, go to the StillWinningLLC.com website. Why? We got dope ass merch. West Coast, can you show them the hoodie one
check
time?
it out, man. I ain't gonna lie. I get so many women in these.
Man, come on, man.
Check it out, man. I got the pandas on with the. You feel me?
Show them the other side. Show them the other
Man,
side. We got the Still Winning on the leg.
Why you didn't bring us one?
Oh yeah, you're right. We honestly going through a reconstruction with our inventory, so it's we do have a low inventory, and that's
Nigga sold out. That's what happened.
Thank
He
you.
gotta go
I
get some.
I want to say it in a politically correct way, so
Don't say that shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's
So
gone.
we're thankful, we're happy. We don't have these right now, but by the time you watch this, we'll be able to pre-order. So after you do this, go to Stunnaman02, Still Winning 02. You feel me? Or even go to official West Coast or official DJ West Coast or DJ West Coast on social media, and you can hit that link in the bio at Still Winning LLC and put a pre-order in. And we're gonna make sure we get you this black, this nature green, and also the Wildcat baby blue, so you can be fresh
The baby blues
with your crew. You know what I'm saying? So you know, him, her, them, they, everybody can get fly.
Yeah.
Come in.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I love this conversation.
It's
I
lit.
had so many questions, but it's like we just talking. We
Yeah,
just,
ask them away. We just
What's
flowing.
What's up?
you
flowing.
feel me?
We gotta think hard when it's genuine. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I love about this episode, because it just feels, like you said, genuine.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta pull questions out of people or pull answers, I should say, but it just feel like it's just flowing. So
I feel like no disrespect to nobody else, and this is not to anybody else. This is just in general with doing something where you're asking somebody stuff. I'm a transparent individual, so if I'm around you and I'm talking to you, I'm gonna want to talk. So it's like, even if I'm in a compromising situation, I'm be like, I'm not talking about that. I don't know. Stop asking me. Or if I'm in a situation where I want to be here and I want to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so although we pushing salad, we pushing healthy,
Yeah.
I did see the Hawaiian roll French toast.
Come on.
It looks so
Woo!
good. Are you going to start doing a little cooking show on your page?
If I do any cooking show, it's going to be big. If I do anything, it's going to be as big as I can make it. I pull back from doing a lot of my extracurricular activities and side missions because I do want to give it to people in the highest value. So, like, me just working out and posting it, I think that's cool, but am I impacting as many people as I can? If I do a dope cooking video like that, yeah, people seeing it and rocking with it is cool, but what if I end up locking in with Martha Stewart or getting it on a platform where we can make it big so it could go global? Now, you can, even if it's whatever level it's at, like, I want to just do it in the best possible way. So the short-term answer to that is yes, but I'm figuring out how do I present this to you in the best possible way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do like to eat. I'm a tourist. My birthday coming up May 3rd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man,
If you want to give it,
What you doing for your birthday?
right now, I don't want to overpromise, but I'm either going to, I'm going to do an event, some type of event, some type of drop. You know what I'm saying? It's getting close right now, so I do need to get on it.
Yeah.
But also, like, I do want to do something to where I could be around people and then shoot a music video.
Right.
So, like, I love doing that. Like,
That would be so dope.
it's fun. Like, we shot the Big Steppin' video on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good way to be like, hey, everybody come hang out with me, but hey, I want to capture everybody having a good time.
Right.
So, you know, I think that is going to be the move. Shooting a video and centering it around an event where I'm being celebrated. Because you got to be celebrated. If you don't know who loves you, you don't know who celebrates you, if you're too stuck in the negative part of your ego to realize how much love you got or how great you are, then how are you ever going to feel great? You know, I'm not going to say you should rely on outside validation, but we are humans and it does feel good. You know what I mean? It did feel good when somebody rub your back, tell you you're beautiful, tell you you're great, tell you how much you got going on. So why not embrace that? Because that's just going to make you bigger and better. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. And I
But
just want to
it's coming back. It's coming though with the food.
Yeah, definitely do that so I can watch that.
Okay.
For sure.
You got to come do an episode with me.
What?
Yeah, watch.
Come on.
Watch.
Come on.
Participate.
Yes. Let's make some chicken.
We finna make
something.
only food. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
come on.
Only fans, but food.
Only food.
Yeah.
I love that.
We still eating. You know what I'm saying?
We
still eating.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
let's get
love that, man.
I love you.
So I just want to go back to just Big Steppin',
Mhm.
and I want to talk about how, like, you just kept pushing for so long the same song, and a lot of people, like, they don't like that. It's old. I don't want to push that, but I learned from LaRussell, it don't matter how old a song is.
You can bring it
Somebody
back.
hasn't heard it yet. You know what I'm saying? So I just love how
I love what he
just
doing.
kept- yeah.
He going stupid.
Yes, I love him.
Just a moment. Anytime like I hear him mention, I always want to give him his flowers because you know our situation is very interesting and very motivating because I feel like the world kind of found out about us at the same time. We haven't been pushing our own movements, and you know I'm not gonna speak for him, but I always learn from him.
Right.
Like I always peep like, okay, you got captions on there, that's hella smart, and then my mom will remind me of something like, your uncle was deaf. And the reason why I rap is my uncle. My uncle learned how to do sign language on beat.
Right.
How you deaf doing sign language on beat?
Right.
So you know when I see him doing his thing as a peer, I'm learning. It's like a peer mentor. I'm learning from him in every way, and I hope I've been doing things that have inspired not just him, but the whole Good Company camp, and inspire all our peers that's out here mobbing and working hard. You feel me? So definitely got to give him his flowers, to him, Tieta, Swaggy B, Fonnie, Simon, moms, you know, pops. You know what I'm saying? Brother, sister, the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Give them their flowers, and cause the same way I'm revolutionizing in my own way, LaRussell is revolutionizing this shit.
Yeah.
And you gotta champion shit like that. Whether I love him and what they got going on. Whether you like the nigga or not, nigga, you still gotta clap for greatness. You know what I mean? So if you don't, nigga, you hating. The same way, Stunnaman02, the only people who don't like me is if you ain't getting to a bag, or you don't like how you feel, look, or are out of shape. That's the only two people that don't fuck with what I got going on, that don't fuck with the still winning movement. And those are two people I don't want to be around. Right. So, but the thing is, if you got a good attitude and you're going through a situation like that, you can be still winning. We're exclusively inclusive.
Mindset. That's all it is, bro. As long as your mindset right, we fuck with it.
Had to get bro his flowers real quick, but yeah, Big Step, and keep going with your question. I didn't mean to cut you off like that. Or I did mean to cut you off, but I want to come back and connect to what you were saying.
No, it's all good, but yeah, I just wanted to say, like, just the pushing of it, just, you know, keeping it going. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a timeless song, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like,
bro, don't tell him yet. Don't tell him about that yet. You know, hey, look at me. You know what I'm. Don't tell him about that yet.
It's just a timeless song.
Promise you're not gonna tell him about that.
It's a timeless song.
Okay, all right.
I was gonna say that Big Steppin' is a song that's probably never ever in life gonna get played.
This nigga was gonna leak the exclusive special thing. The special reintroducing that we is finna do, bro.
Keep it light, man.
Yeah, man, you was finna leak it,
I was not finna leak it.
Don't leak it, bro.
I'm telling
don't
them
leak
that
how
it's a timeless song.
Reintroduce.
It's a timeless
Okay.
song.
Just don't leak that part, okay? Wait, say, I didn't. Thank you for letting me cut. Don't leak that though, bro.
Bro, it's a timeless.
Don't leak
song, bro.
Okay, don't leak
it's
how we about to turn the movement up. Don't leak that, bro.
The song is timeless.
What was you saying? I didn't mean it.
Nah, just answering her question. Feel me? Just talking about how Big Step, because I'm a DJ, I gotta listen to these records, and I'm the person that plays the songs and actually sees the reaction outside of when you're able to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you to be doing your thing. I'm in the club, I'm actually playing the record. Bro, that song it's got the same vibe, the same bop. Everybody love it the same as like when you dropped it.
Man,
you know what I'm
dope.
saying? When it was at the hiatus of all of that, like it's still one of the biggest songs in the Bay.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm happy we've been able to impact. That's how me and him met. That's how I met a lot of people. That's how I've been able to influence a lot of people. I wouldn't say I was the first. I think Fetty Wap was the first person to do it, and I actually got to talk to Ebony. I believe she's from New York. She actually helped Fetty Wap with the Trap Queen campaign back in the day. But I think I was probably one of the first people to post a song every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, to really be like, okay, I'm gonna post this every day. I don't think I was the first, but I think I was like the first artist who did it with his own thing, other than like Fetty Wap or like La Russell or Larry June or whoever, or 24K Golden. Other than these people who was on another level. You see the people I name, right? They on another level with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of female artists doing that too. I like Doechii. I think that's her name, Doechii. You got the song Alter Ego. I love what she doing. And then Flying a Boss, I love what they doing, where they like hitting it with you every day, and it's like they doing like a similar piece of content, but it's raw. Right. But I think like what is dope about that movement is the way I'm able to inspire, like being one of the people to step out the box and be like, okay, as an artist, you can go do this one thing, and it inspires people to engage with your song. Now what I'm doing with it is learning, like, okay, this worked, that worked. How do I not just up that? How do I, the next thing, make it even bigger? You know what I mean? And that's what I'm learning is, you know, life is beautiful because it's no rush. And you don't have to sprint. And it's like, they say it's a marathon, but you have to look at what type of marathon race are you running. Are you running just to finish the marathon, or are you running to win? Because that's two different things. Right. And if you're running to finish, you could go at your own pace. Just finish. But if you're running to win, you arguably have to run harder than a sprint would ever be, because to win a marathon, go look up them Ethiopians, how fast they be running, bro. Like, it's like 30, if you put it on a treadmill, it's like 31 speed or something like that, or 13 speed or something like that. But I'm saying that to say, like, when you look at the people who are winning, they're running the marathon as if they're trying to win. Every mile they're trying to win. Like, you run it at a 5-minute mile, 5:30 mile, 6-minute mile, because you know you got to keep pushing. So I'm just saying that to say, like, in my marathon, I'm learning, like, okay, in this process, okay, I sprinted right here. And then I was like, okay. But then I had to think, like, it's me versus me. Hold on, you did this well on this mile, bro. Top that. Push. Go beat yourself every time. Right. And then, feel me? I don't know, rant number 4. Come on, I'm counting my rants. Shout out to everybody doing it though from the West Coast.
You gotta put the number 1, number 2,
Yeah,
number 3,
yeah,
number 4
yeah.
there. Rant number 4, man.
And we showing love. Bro, the thing I love about us, we showing love to all the real ones, the real women, the real kings, the real queens, the real people, the real they, the real them. Everybody who winning, who really showing positivity and pushing. We showing hella love, man. And that's the dope part that I love about what we doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's just it's crazy how like you still pushing this, still winning. Cause I seen the post from 2006 where you talking about still winning.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
2006?
2006, still winning.
A young nigga really out here.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yes.
Come on.
I went on Facebook.
For real?
Just so I could do my research.
It's in me, not on me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know it was that long ago.
It's that long.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy how you stuck to something and you like we still winning. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, when you young, you have different ideas, you have different little sayings, but you like, yeah.
Can you send that to me? This a
send it to you.
Narwar moment. This a man. We advance and we Narwar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll send it to you.
Please, because
For
that's
sure.
hella dope. Because I was even looking at something from 2017 when I finally took rapping and acting serious. And I was the year I did that, I won a freestyle battle. I was posting a freestyle every other week. I auditioned for a movie 6 times, Last Black Man in San Francisco, and they end up writing me into the movie. I made it to where, you can't deny me from what I want.
Right.
And I'm like, man, that was the thing that helped me get the confidence to, I need to do this. I really need to do this, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy you brought that up because still winning is in us.
Yeah.
Pause.
Definitely.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
for sure.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about The Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
You having a speaking role in the film.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got to shout out to our endorsers. Shout out to Bang Energy Drink, no sugar energy drink. Excuse me for cutting you off real quick. No sugar energy drink. One of the best energy drinks. I like it a lot because usually when I drink other energy drinks, not only are they filled with sugar and a whole bunch of other bullshit. Not saying this one isn't, you know what I'm saying? But when I drink this one, my skin doesn't break out.
Right.
I feel good. I look good. I am good. And you see DJ West Coast, he's great. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bang Energy Drink. We thank you for the sponsorship. And this is my favorite flavor, Sour Heads. So go get you a Bang so you can hang.
Any store?
I don't think so. I don't think they got them in 7-Eleven. But they got them in like Safeway, usually convenience stores. But go grab you a Bang so you can hang. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta make that a moment.
You know
I
what I'm
gotta
saying?
make that a clip.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, The Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk about how you were able to be a part of that film and just acting.
I want to give gratitude to Joe, Jimmy, everybody a part of that film. Javon Parker, a.k.a. Say Hey Kid, a.k.a. Von P, one of the greatest DJs in our realm right now. Want to give a kudos to everybody a part of that film. Mike Evans, Gunna Goes Global, Jamal True Love. I'm about to go do a studio session with him right now, but Mysterious Gaines, a.k.a. Milk. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give gratitude first. Oh, also Jonathan Majors for everything he's taught me in the process of that. Give gratitude. I know you fighting something crazy right now, but I want to give gratitude to you and anybody I may have missed that was behind the scenes, on set, and just helping out with that. I do appreciate you, so I want to give gratitude. But a part of that film, that was really me putting something into the universe, locking in with it and sticking with it, staying persistent, and the fruition of it being not something only that fulfilled something for myself, but fulfilled something for my region too. So that process was, and I always love music because music is my vehicle to get to my home or to get to where I need to be, which is acting. I feel like I love music and I'm dope at music. I work hard at it, but I feel like acting is truly the thing that comes natural to me, that has always been around my whole life. And when I'm doing it, I feel like I'm at home. I feel like just at the best possible place. But I was actually recording a verse with the homie Nat Talbot. That's Joe Talbot's brother, the director. I think I shouted out Jimmy. If I didn't, shout out to Jimmy as well. But we was in Nat's room recording some music. And then Joe came in and he was like, hey, bro, we need to use this room real quick. We writing a movie. Now, mind you, 30 days before this, in a realm of 30 days, I was sitting in my bed. I had just dropped out of college. My skin was fucked up. I ain't had no money. My life was in shambles. I didn't know what I was going to do. I said to myself, every day I'm going to wake up and I'm going to act. I'm going to do something with acting in some way. I want to be an actor. I am an actor. I'm going to do something. Even though I was working out, writing music, I want to do something with that. So I put that intention to the world. I focused on that. So when I heard this, my intent was, you finna write a movie in here? Y'all gotta work on a movie?
Right.
Bruh, I don't care what it is, let me be a part of it. And so from that point, them giving me an opportunity to do a cold read and work on what they doing, then invite me to an official read in Chinatown, San Francisco with the executives of the film, and then allowing me to audition multiple times, then writing me into the film, allowing me to help with the dialogue, allowing me to help cast, allowing me to just give me some autonomy in the film, and then being invited to Sundance and being invited to go travel to these different places around the world, being invited to Switzerland and Paris, and then London. Oh, you know I'm saying London. Where else we go? Amsterdam. Going to these places, I'm forever grateful to be in the presence of all the people I named and who I didn't name, and to have these experiences, is because literally it gave me the confidence not only to be in a movie and to do this as an entrepreneur and an entertainer, but also the confidence to eventually leave the security of my job to be able to go jump full into my creative passion, which is now my purpose, which is now why we even on this podcast.
Right.
So very long-winded rant number 5. I'm keeping track, but that was that experience, and I'm happy to say it propelled me to not only be in a TV show, Blind Spotting, shout out Raphael and David for that opportunity, but also to be in my second feature film, Freaky Tales. Shout out to Ryan and Anna. Shout out to.
I can't wait to see it.
Whew, that's like Pulp Fiction mixed with Kill Bill from a Bay Area lens, bro. That's like one of the best movies. That's like one of the best movies I ever watched. Normani in there, Dominique Thorne. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh no, but I'm excited about that one.
Yeah,
No,
for sure. Nah,
that's a blessing to have so much, you in these shows, these movies, and to see like you come from a place that so close to us, because I'm from Richmond, so close. It just feels like, dang, like you my cousin or something. I'm so proud of you. You in West Coast, going to high school with him, and see both of us, doing something like
went to school.
Yeah,
We went to same
yeah,
school.
nah.
I just thought he woke up a genius. I thought he's like Cat Williams. Like he used to read hella books every day.
That nigga Cat
Then
Williams,
he dropped out of
bruh.
school and it's just hella smart.
What he
Like,
say,
that's-
1,000 books, 2,000 books, something like that, 3,000.
We are family.
Yeah.
Energetic family.
Yes.
We melanated.
Come
We locked in.
Yes.
We all of that. So a win for me is a win for you, and vice versa.
Right.
I mean,
right.
because now we able to open up doors. Now, when I go produce a film and we looking for, who are we gonna have the on-set interviews? Who we're gonna do? Oh, we gotta get y'all to pull up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and that's what it's that. At the end of the day, I'm realizing I had a selfish motive, which is not bad, but I wanted to do it because I love doing it, and also I wanted what came with it. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of fame, but I like attention is cool. It's not bad to want attention. If it was, niggas wouldn't be on social media. If niggas didn't like attention, you could literally make a no-face social media account, YouTube or whatever, and run the bag up. But niggas like attention. I like attention from the right people. I like being around the right people. I want to be able to get a bag and do all the great shit that comes from acting. But also, I'm learning now, when you do that, when you create jobs when you make a movie. When you make a film or a TV show, you're creating jobs, you're creating opportunities, and that's the next step I want to go to. How do I create these opportunities for these dope-ass people so the world can see?
Right. People in your backyard, too, because there's so many talented people in the Bay Area that just need a chance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I know West Coast
sure.
annoyed because I'm over here going on rants and this nigga just chilling like, hey,
Bro,
I'm in here.
I'm here. What you
We got
mean?
West Coast for the ladies, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
He's the token, what they call that, for whatever it is, to make it so where the ladies watch this podcast. Because that's why West Coast here. You see this beard, man. You see the waves on there. You see the glasses. You see the everything, man. The ladies tap in. We love y'all and we support y'all so much. We really need to make some music for y'all because without y'all, we wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got y'all.
Women run the world, man.
Women run the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
we West Coast stunning. Women run the world.
Come on. I just want to speak on Jonathan Majors real quick. And his situation, not really what he going through yet. We ain't gotta really get into it, but
When the milk comes at you, sometimes you got to say no. Sometimes you got to tell them no. No, I'm just fucking. Jonathan, don't be mad at me, bro. You hella above. I love you, bro. I love you, man.
Nah, but listen though, cause it really break my heart because he really is a great actor. My first time seeing him was in Lovecraft Country. Have you seen that?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm so upset how they took that away.
Fine,
What's
fair
her name?
skin.
What's her name?
Jeanette Smollett.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Jeanette Smollett. I
Yeah.
believe.
No, that ain't her name. No.
No, Smollett is her last name.
Yes, but
she-
it's something Smollett.
Yeah, I think it's a J. Please don't be mad at us. But she was in Roll Bounce as well.
Yeah. But just seeing him in these incredible roles, and it's just like,
Generational talent.
yeah, like he's amazing, and it's just fucked up how like they could snatch so much from you with being a black man, but a white man can make the same mistake or any type of like anything, and then he'll be forgiven or it won't even be talked
Robert
about.
Downey Jr.
Come on, what's his name? Mark Wahlberg.
Come on. And it's just like it's definitely by design.
Yeah.
You know, we know that we are in a period of human like timeline. We're in the period right now where the white people are the oppressors.
Yeah.
And even though we are talented, even though we are great grandparents to the gene pool of what we consider Caucasians and pale people, you know, no shade to white people again, you know, right now we might have a different level of empathy for them because we don't operate off the same way they do.
Right.
We've done this cycle of being at the top of society for so many generations that we can even comprehend. You know, people been here for over 100,000 years, and specifically us been here for only over 100,000 years. But I don't think what we consider Caucasian or white people have been here for more than 10. So you got to think we live 10 times as many lives as they have. So I think in this period, you know, it's by design so that they can stay up top. But the thing I do hope for is that we don't operate off a situation that is based on how you look at your race or what are you your gender and all of this stuff. I do not only want equality but equity.
Right.
I want people who have been wronged to not only get an even playing field but be like, damn. So you telling me my great grandfather came out of the World War II and he was given a GI Bill that allowed him to get a loan that allowed him to buy a house in this place that he was able to compound interest. One of the things that how people get wealthy in the United States, compound interest from the 40s all the way to 2020s, which allows me this wealth that even though maybe I didn't put in on, but I'm reaping benefit from, is different from your grandpa, your great grandfather going and fighting that same war and not only not being allowed to go live in these areas due to redlining, but not only not receive a loan, which caused him to have to get on welfare, which we know, even though crack and mass incarceration are terrible things that happen to the black community, but welfare was the one thing that broke the black unity from the black household, where they had to get on welfare and they had the man in the house rule, which people try to say is debunked, but it's an actual rule that perpetuated the not only stigmatization and the breaking of the black man and woman, but perpetuated the fact that black men aren't going to be in the house because there's a rule, which led to not only all these kids running around and not having two people watch them, but only one, and this mom still being in a position where she can't. Now she's independent. Now she says she don't need a man, which perpetuated the situation we in to have no ownership, no wealth, and don't even have knowledge of self and be beefing with each other. Yes, bitch ass niggas, y'all did do some shit and y'all are reaping the benefit of some shit from before that y'all got equity in, or y'all got something we didn't. So when we talk about equality is not enough. We need equity. We need make up from that 80 years that we didn't get to build in our communities, because at the end of the day, even if you want to say all the shit I say is bullshit, if your great grandfather got an opportunity to buy a house at a very low interest rate with a loan from the bank that ain't whooping his ass, and then he got the bill for 80 years, where are these property taxes coming from? You get to build, what do property taxes go to? What do taxes go to in general? They go to not only sustain our municipal and our public safety places and jobs, but they also sustain our schools. That is what public education, that's where they get the money from the taxes. So you might, now when you go to that nice ass neighborhood that's in the suburbs and you go to a public school and you say, damn, why is this public school better than private schools that may be in the inner city or in a metropolitan or cosmopolitan city? You'd be like, damn, why are these so much better? It's because they're literally been having money paid into this for years, on decades, that built this up, versus saying, hey, we're going to give you the scraps and not give you the same opportunities. And then even if you're better than us, we're going to pluck the people who are better and put them over here. So now you don't have any leaders that could revolutionize and do X, Y, and Z. Rant number 6, bitch. Come on.
The rich feeding the rich at the expense of the poor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when it comes to, I forgot the question, but
I forgot the question too.
man, I was just on one, you know what I'm saying? I was just
Okay,
on
bro.
one. So, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, I think you was talking about
Jonathan Majors.
So
Yeah.
when I look at that situation, I think it's, you know, definitely by design to take one of the greatest actors of our generation and publicly crucify him. You know, if they're not gonna say he's addicted to this, they're gonna say he's gay. Nothing wrong with being gay at all. But
Oh no, but that's a fact though.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they're not going to say he's gay, they're going to say he got some financial problems. If they're not going to say he's financial problems, put the nigga in jail.
Right.
Jonathan Majors was one of the first, hold on, let me turn off my push-up alarm real quick. Jonathan Majors was one of the first, hold on, let me check this text too before I go in. I
It's
got
all good.
people tapping in, I think. Okay, all right, perfect. Jonathan Majors is one of the first heterosexual masculine black men that we see in the public eye. And it's like, I don't have any other, like, I love everybody. I fuck with everybody. If I don't fuck with you, it's because it's a you thing. It's not a, oh, I don't fuck with you because you're a Siamese twin. You know what I mean? It's like, not no weird shit like that. When you look at Jonathan Majors, he is the epitome of what can overthrow this system and the status quo we have, because he represents one of the main things that's been attacked. The black woman is the most disrespected. The black man is the most defeated. He's been stripped of everything, not only his ability, but his wealth and his knowledge of self, which is the biggest knowledge of self. But on top of that, we're gonna take your woman and we're gonna rape her too. So all of this shit is happening, and you finally get a depiction of, okay, this strong, intelligent brother living his life. We're gonna publicly crucify him. It's buck busting. Go look at what buck busting is.
Come on.
That's what's happening. That's what happened to Jonathan Majors, unfortunately. And I'm happy he's able to still be a human being, and whatever he got to go through, still live his life, man. We praying for you. We loving you. And now they even trying to do that with the women. The same way they're giving women equity and entertainment with thrusting the woman in front of the camera, and giving her the proper recognition, with whether it be sports, with women's basketball, or female rappers. Like, that's much necessary and needed. But also, there's a thing where it's the adultification of children. Before it was, let's teach the man how to be a gangster. Now they're teaching the young ladies how to be a hoe. And I don't think it's nothing wrong with a beautiful black woman, or a woman in general, being promiscuous or expressing her body and how she looks through her sexuality. But I do have some objection when you try to grow kids up too fast through certain things, or put certain things in their face. So I'ma just say, my bad.
It's a time and a place for everything, bro.
Yeah, man.
Period. You feel me? It ain't got nothing to do with, I feel like the ladies,
Rant number 7.
you know what I'm saying,
Rant
like
number
the
7.
whole shit or whatever like that, or it's just a time and a place. You feel me? Like,
Niggas need to respect hoes
That's
too. You need to respect how a woman want to live her life. But keep going.
you feel me? I just feel like, this is me personally, I feel like a woman is, like, the sauciest woman is just somebody who, you dig what I'm saying?
Lives within herself.
It doesn't matter if she's extra sexy or what she wear. That ain't my problem. I ain't tripping off that. I'm talking about, but when we together, private, and it's me and you, it's like there's some things that I should be able to experience that the rest of the world shouldn't be able to experience.
Or if you're a woman who lives in a realm, like if you're a sex worker,
That's some relationship shit, though. Like, if you're single, do you, boo-boo.
Yeah. But
Live your
at
life.
the end of the day, when we was talking about that, like, we respect all types of women in there. We respect the small to the tall. We respect if you don't want to ever have sex in your life, you want to have sex with every man you ever meet, or every person you ever meet. You might be pansexual. Like the great philosopher Lil Wayne once said, I don't care if you a prostitute and you fucked every man that you ever knew. Whatever life you want to live as a woman, that's cool. But let's also understand, the same way as a man, I gotta understand what I represent and what I look like. Yeah, I'm gonna live my life, but I gotta know what I'm portraying and who's watching me, who's looking up to me. Let's have a knowledge of that. And of course, some people don't have to do that, but some people aren't constantly under attack. You know what I mean?
So yeah. everything ain't everybody business either, bro.
Yeah, man.
Just straight up.
Nah, that shit my business.
I mean,
Nah.
I'm just saying, everything ain't everybody business
Right.
neither. We put a lot of that shit out there when really that should just be our own personal.
That's the social media
You
problem.
dig what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? And I don't care what you do. It's just everything ain't everybody business.
All right.
Jonathan Majors, we praying for you. Our black queens and our melanated queens, we love you. We praying for you. We accept you as you are. You know, but always be your best self.
Fact.
That's all we gonna say. And whatever that means to you, you go live that.
Right. Right. Mental health check. How you doing mentally?
Oh shit, better than ever.
That nigga
Only getting
crazy.
better.
He lying. That nigga is crazy.
But the thing is,
Boy, I'm
nah,
fucking
you
with
right though.
I'm
I'm
fucking
crazy, but am I insane? That's the real question you gotta ask. My sanity is intact. Well, like, our camera person back there, she over there, she's smiling. She got a nice smile, but she like, damn, you niggas talking hella long. I know telekinesis, telepathy, but nah, mental health check. I'm definitely crazy, but I am not insane. And I feel like in order to achieve something that is not achievable in modern day reality, a dream, how do you expect me to conceptualize achieving a dream within the mental state of a status quo and not have to break out of that? You know, being crazy, I'm a square, right? So in terms of that, I'm a square. But in order to live within the lines, in order to be considered good or whatever, you have to live within the ramification of what society gives you. But what if my dream is outside of that?
Right.
They told me you get a good job, you go to college, you get a good job, you go work and you do this and then you die. And you get a pension, you have kids at this time. They told me that, but what if that's not my dream? What if I want to go be an actor or an entrepreneur? What if I want to do that? What if I meet my dad 3 years ago and he tells me he's been an entrepreneur since he never had a job, and even though he worked with the military, he never had a job. He's on his own barbershop since 22, and I talked to my grandfather from South Carolina, and he tells me I never worked for a white man. So wait, you supposed to tell me this is in my bloodline, being an entrepreneur, and then even talking to them in a span of, we always been around beautiful women. That's normal. We've always done this. So wait, you telling me these men who I come from the bloodline of, who are in shape, entrepreneurs, always around beautiful women, wait, you telling me I'm not supposed to do that, but my natural innate inclinations is to go do that? The same way, you know, there's hereditary genes passed down. The same way there's hereditary trauma passed down is the same way there's literally things in our genes that we have to live out. So mental health check, hell yeah, nigga, I'm crazy. But living in this world, you feel me, living in this society, you gotta be kind of crazy, because if you just live and go by what they tell you, you're gonna be manipulated to not live your truth. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be, I'm gonna
make you happy, bro. Yeah, that's why you successful.
Yeah, man, I'm successful because, like what she said, even if I didn't do anything,
that's why we successful.
Yeah, like even if I didn't do anything to make somebody want to know who I am, I woke up today. And even if whatever state I was in, I woke up today, by the time I got here, by the time I'm happy. I'm enjoying my life.
Right.
I'm appreciating. That's success right there. And if I gotta be crazy to do that, then nigga, I'm a crazy motherfucker. You crazy too.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw you punch your friend in the mouth and had him bleeding.
Man.
Nigga.
I thought it was the eye.
Yeah, nah, it was the mouth. The mouth. He was
Man.
leaking. I saw that too. Hot mental check.
What about you?
Me? Yeah. I can say, I'm gonna tell the truth. Went through a mode of depression, and it's like right now I'm in a place where,
You need a hug?
nah, I'm good, bro.
Get
Get off me. Get off
Okay.
me. I'm a grown ass man. I love you though. Nah, I'm playing.
Don't need hugs.
Nah, fuck with you. Nah, it's cause the industry wasn't what I thought it was when I arrived. You did what I'm saying, and it made me kind of sad. There's a lot of fake niggas in this industry, in this world. I wouldn't even say in this industry, just in this world. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, I grew up with real niggas, and I grew up around real people who move on an honor-based system. They move with respect on their name. I'm not used to it. In my mind.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Damn,
All
all
this shit in my mind in the industry was glamorized. Like, I thought it was a lot bigger, more realer than what it ended up being. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. It is an industry. You know what I'm saying? But what made me happy again was the fact that I have the power and I'm in the position to do something different. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that this music industry that we in is fun again. The music that we put out is fun and have more of a positive message. Make you feel good. Like real dance music, not just niggas just rapping, if that makes sense, and we just talking hella shit.
Talking bad about women.
Yeah, you feel me? You feel me?
Violence.
Killing each other.
Nah, but literally putting out a
whole time y'all want your booty hole played with. Nah, it's nothing. If you like that, yeah, literally. If you like that, it's nothing wrong. I'm not yucking your yum. But don't be out here saying you finna slide on this nigga and you talking down on this one, and then y'all, man, come on, man, what type of shit is this?
Talk about that shit.
I love all people though. At the end of the day,
No, it's okay to love all people, but that's real.
man. Nah, it's just, man.
they was trying to take West Coast cheeks when he went to LA, and he wasn't going for it. He was like, I ain't finna get into this.
No Diddy.
My booty hole is not getting touched.
No Diddy.
He said, no Diddy, you can't go touch me in this way. And they tried to take his cheeks. He said, no, I'm not gonna sell my booty hole for a hit record. And that's why DJ West Coast felt depressed, because he like, damn, all these people I looked up to and thought was cool, they just want to take my cheeks for a hit. And that's why Stunnaman02 is still here mobbing, and we figuring out independently, and we end up locking with a label, whoever locking with, we still gonna be authentic to who he is. But that's the part West Coast still want to tell you. These niggas is out here trying to take it from people, take it from
let you talk
women.
crazy.
They trying to take it from children, and they just
crazy.
why are we
I
just
don't
letting
say
this
nothing.
happen?
I don't say nothing.
Why
I
are
don't
we letting it,
understand.
bruh? Why would y'all do this to the
nigga is
children?
crazy.
Why would y'all harm the children?
This nigga is crazy.
Why
man.
y'all trying to?
You just delirious.
West Coast Buff, you think he just gonna give it up?
Where you getting
If
this
that
shit
was
from, bro?
if that was what he wanted to do,
Where does this shit come
if-
from?
Then he can do it, but
Where does it come from?
West Coast said no. Sometimes
Where
you
does-
got to tell him no.
Where did this? Where did
Diddy
this
want
come
to party.
from?
You gotta tell him no.
They want to party. If a lady say no,
Where did this
tell her
come
no.
from?
But if
How
she,
did this
if she
happen?
into that fetish type
How did
thing,
this happen?
where she like, oh,
Why did
where you
this-
tell her no, and she like, well, why'd you stop? Well, you keep telling me no.
Where
And
did
like,
this
but that's
crazy
just
story
But
come
come on,
from?
work for it. But what
Did
you
you just
mean?
you just pulled this shit out the sky? Where did this crazy?
I really am capping, but it was funny though.
Where did this come from? I'm Stunner. We got to do better as a people, man. We got to do better,
but
bro.
even though
No, you just not gonna do that, bro. We
Even
got.
though West Coast didn't go through that.
You gotta.
It does happen, though.
it does happen, bro.
Bruh.
It does
Nah,
happen.
you just not gonna skate past that. Like you just ain't tell the world like some crazy lie. You crazy as fuck. You
We already established that
I
before
know.
this. Rant number 8
I know this.
or
nigga.
7. I don't know. I lost count.
This nigga.
Nah, he didn't go through that, bro. But I do appreciate you
This
sharing
guy.
your experience, and I threw that in there just for comedic relief because one way I deal with my.
Edit that shit the fuck out.
No,
That
keep
shit-
it in there because
No.
that's a coping mechanism.
I don't give a fuck.
That's how I deal
I
with.
still gotta
really
live after
happened.
this.
I still, you didn't.
still
We
got to
know it
live.
ain't
You didn't
happened,
get your
though.
cheeks
We
taken.
know. We
Yeah.
know. No, nigga, we know.
Okay.
No, we
That's a
know.
way I deal.
We
with
understand that.
the harsh
think we should
realities
keep
of life.
it.
I use humor. That's what our people do,
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
feel
that's
me?
what our people. No.
bro. Just
I'm
Hell
gonna keep it.
no.
Don't be mad.
yeah, don't
Man,
do
some
that.
weed.
okay.
Don't do me.
It's
Don't
okay. We
do me
know
like
when you ain't getting your
Yeah,
cheeks took,
man.
though. We know.
We know this.
We know if you'd have got your cheeks took, you would have had like a diamond record, and you wouldn't have came back like, man, these interesting niggas, man. He
Why
like,
is my ass
bro, it's the
the
reality,
topic
bro.
of the conversation?
It's not
right now?
just your
We
ass-
was just talking about
Pause, super pause on this whole conversation.
the whole conversation.
But-
no, don't pause. Press stop, nigga, and delete. Control Z. Now. Control Z on this whole shit.
Your booty virginity is a
Leave,
symbol.
bro.
It's a
still
symbol
going.
for all black
Control
men.
Z. Pause.
For
Stop.
all black men who are interested in entering the industry, and that had to give it up to get to where they got to.
Bro, you
Look,
lucky you
West
my
Coast.
friend.
Some niggas do be
You
giving
lucky
it
you
up.
my partner though. You lucky you my partner.
Hey, super pause.
You lucky you my partner.
I love you. Don't beat me up. I saw him beat a nigga up today.
Bro, you lucky you my
Listen to the
partner.
nigga live.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, he didn't go through that. I was super comedic relief, and he's a. And that we brought that up for all the people who may have went through that, and it's unfortunate. not just that situation. And we rock with everybody for who they are, but unfortunately, we don't condone.
Don't do that shit no more. Fuck that. Don't do that shit.
Okay,
no
I'm
more.
sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, don't do that shit no more.
You still love me?
I still love
But anyway,
you.
you seen the
brother.
industry and it wasn't what you thought. Basically.
I put it to you like this: it's just when you a real nigga in a world full of fake shit, it's different. You got to move differently. You know what I'm saying? That's the only point that I'm trying to make. I still love music. I'm doing this shit for the love of the art of what we do as far as with this hip hop and Bay music. I want to make sure that West Coast music is still a factor nationally. You dig what I'm saying? You did?
This is the West Coast.
Yeah, you feel me? We keeping it lit. We making fun records. You feel me? We making a whole lot of money.
And because we keeping our booty holes close, it might take us longer to get there.
I love you.
I love you.
Nah, I love you.
Wait, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You gotta give an outro first. I'm keeping it real. Now, sometimes in order, we taking the stairs and we're not taking the elevator. So sometimes when you take the stairs, it's gonna take you longer to get there. We're not doing and participating in a lot of bullshit. So, you know, we understand that in this industry, you know, we could make it in next week, but it might take us 6 months because we're gonna do it our way. You know what I mean? For some people it's faster, for some people, whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you like that type of stuff, we're not judging you, you know.
He not judging you. It
Not
just
at all.
happens sometimes in the
It do.
industry. It happens. Stunnaman, Mr. O2.
Yeah.
We need to do that car interview. We need to just talk.
Come on,
That'd
let's
be
do
lit.
it. That would be lit. That would be
Let's
raw.
do it.
Pause.
Let's get some food and just have a great conversation.
Let's do it. I'm with
Everybody.
it.
Some
I
salads.
even bring Charlie. You feel me? Hey man, Shay man. Before we get up out of here, shout out anybody, anything. Say
You
your
wanna go
piece.
first or you want me to do it? Go first.
Go ahead. Do your
Shout out to everybody who I shouted out already. Shout out my mom and my grandma. Shout out to all my cousins, my folks, my people. I love you. Shout out to my twin cousin Jasmine doing her thing. Shout out to my lady, my personal lady. Shout out to all the beautiful ladies that supporting us. Shout out to everybody who really just got our back. Shout out to these queens behind the camera making this platform go up. And most importantly, shout out to the haters, because the haters allow us to be greater. We need genuine haters in the world to balance all the great shit that we doing. Cause you bitch ass niggas that don't like what we doing, that kick it with your chick and you talking about, and she might play our music or she might show a picture of DJ West Coast with his shirt off and he on the beach living his best life or doing whatever we doing, and your woman brings it up and then you like, why you playing that nigga shit? He not even that good. Or why you look like the picture of West Coast, and you are psychologically allowing her to go show this to her friends, cause she know, okay, if he doesn't like this nigga's a bum, so I know anything the opposite of what they doing, you feel me, it should be good. So now when she come to our shows, when we take off our clothes consensually, take off her clothes consensually, have a good time, we know we're doing a right thing. We're doing the perfect, not right thing. We're still going. We still having fun because we opposing everything. And when we oppose, it's the thing sent here from negativity. We leading with a message of God. We leading with a message of greatness. Yeah.
Man, shout out to God, man. Shout out to Still Winning. You feel me? Man, shout out to Vans of Weed. You did what I'm saying? And shout out to anybody that has helped me move my career forward. You did what I'm saying? There's so many names, there's so many people I done work with, so many hands that I done shook in this game. You did what I'm saying? I don't really have the mental capacity right now to name every person, but you know who you are. It's all love, you feel me? We still winning. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep making good music, great music. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna change the world with this shit. Right now, I feel like I'm gonna come back to Vans and Weed with a whole nother war story, you feel me, on how we took over the game. We in the middle of a takeover right now, you feel me? It's West Coast takeover type shit, you feel me?
Come on.
You did what I'm saying? We going crazy. So this nigga,
I don't really do coke. I'm just playing. I can't joke. Why niggas? I can't joke. I don't really do drugs.
This nigga
I don't
here.
even smoke.
Anyway, man. Like I said, man, shout out to all my people. We keeping it lit. Let's go.
Hey, I want to also, that was an excellent, I want to say thank you to all the people who helped us outside of music too. When, like the Kathy Sharitz who helped me when I was at a low point in my life to figure my life out. Anybody who has helped us just in our lives, like even if it was passing, you feel me? We do appreciate y'all. It's a lot of people that we probably even forgot about that has helped us. So thank y'all. Most importantly, thank you to God.
Definitely, man. Look out for part 2, man. Hey man, this has been another segment of Sparking Up with Vans and Weed, man. Once again, we got DJ West Coast outside with us and Stunnaman02. West Coast.
We still winning.
We out.
Keeping it lit.